people. You can do chats publicly. You can do them privately, just with the little drop-down menu. So go ahead and do that. The way I'd like to get started and get you guys used to doing that is 3 things we'd love to see from you in there. We'd love to see where you're calling us from today. So if you're calling from Chandler, that's great. If you're calling from Salt Lake City, which I saw somebody in there calling from Salt Lake, that's great. Tell us where you're from. Also, we'd love to have you tell us what kind of jobs you're interested in. And so, Franklin, Tennessee. Hi, Kathy. We already see some people engaging. Ahwatukee in the house, Jason, Maricopa, Scottsdale, Gilbert. Look at that. We have people from all over the place calling in today. So drop it in there. Tell us what kind of jobs you're looking for. What kind of target industry or target job are you looking for? Drop that in there. We have at least 13 recruiters, actually probably double, 26 on the line today that are actively looking for great talent. So let us know what kind of job you're looking for. And then the third thing we'd love to see, when you have time today, jump out to your LinkedIn profile and find your LinkedIn URL and drop that in the chat today. Because again, we are in a virtual networking environment. So we want to connect with you, connect with us, connect with each other, and get connected on LinkedIn. So those are the 3 things: where you're calling from, what kind of job you're looking for, or industry. And then if you are on LinkedIn, your LinkedIn URL. All right, so good morning, good morning. Again, if you're just logging in, it's gonna be a great day today. You're gonna hear from some great speakers and be able to engage. All right, so to get this started, I would like to welcome our awesome mayor. Mayor Kevin Harkey is going to take a few minutes to talk. So good morning, Mayor. Welcome to our virtual career event that you are hosting.
Well, good morning, Jessica. It's a real privilege and honor to be here. I hope everyone can hear me.
Yep.
All right. So welcome everyone to our first virtual hiring event. And when we first started talking about this, our thoughts, our goals was to do a joint virtual and live event. But because of COVID-19 and the way that it has shut down interactions, and the way that livelihoods have been impacted, we're so glad that we can do this. Chandler is known as a community of innovation, and we've worked diligently in creating new programs, initiatives, and resources to best support, connect, and inform our residents and businesses through these tough times. So today, I'm awfully proud to be part of this virtual event connecting job seekers from around the Valley with hundreds of available positions with some of Chandler's leading employees. And even though through this pandemic, Chandler continues to rank as one of the best places to work in our state. Even this morning, there was an announcement of a new employer in Chandler hiring hundreds and hundreds. So you're in the right place if you're from Goshen, Indiana, or Washington, or Maricopa, Mesa, or Chandler. You're in the right place today for this. So we're glad that you're here. And I want to give an extra special thank you to all of our businesses participating, and best of luck to all of our job seekers. I hope to see you in Chandler, maybe at my State of the City event next, or some other citywide event. So again, thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Kevin. Appreciate you being here today. Thank you for your support and allowing us to have this program today. It's been a real honor to be able to do this. So the process today, what's going to happen is we are going to have 13 companies speak, and for a couple minutes each, they're going to tell you a little bit about their company, culture, the types of jobs they have available. Some people will go into benefits, but again, they only have 5 minutes, so it's not going to be able to answer probably every question you have, but each representative from the company is going to speak for a couple minutes. And then after all the companies speak, we have a couple resources, one from Pipeline AZ, and then one from Arizona at Work, 2 of the partners that helped with this event. If you are registered for this event, then you already went through the pipeline process, but we're going to encourage you to continue applying through jobs through pipeline, and then Mary will walk you through a little bit more of making sure that you get your best foot forward in pipeline. Kevin will talk through some of the additional resources with Maricopa County, Arizona at Work, Maricopa County, and then I will close it out. And when we close it out, at that time, all of the companies will be going off to various breakout rooms. Each company will be hosting their own room. And that is the time when we will walk you through the process on getting to go into each of those breakout rooms. So we're gonna, kind of fireball this. It'll kind of be quick and fast. Take notes. This event is being recorded, so you can always come back and look at the event and watch it later. If you missed something, maybe you missed something that PayPal said or Loan Care, and you want to go back and see what they said, you can always view this later. One other note to make is in the chat, our chat is blowing up. You guys are doing a fantastic job, by the way. In the chat, besides where you're calling or where you're coming in from today, your target job titles, and your LinkedIn URL. You guys are doing a great job putting those in there. Outside of those three things, make sure your name that's on your, that's showing up is your full name, so we know who you are. And it's easier to engage with people. Sometimes when you first come into LinkedIn or to Zoom, it's just a number or it's an abbreviation. So if you can just go to your, if you click on the participants on the bottom of your screen, and next to that, you will be able to change your name. Or you can go to your picture, and there's there's 3 little dots over by your picture. You click on that and you just rename yourself. And so you will see, if you look through the participants today, you will see the companies also have their name and then have a dash and they'll have their company name, then they have a dash, and then they have their actual name. So if you just scroll through the participants tab, you'll see, for example, CVS Health. They have CVS dash Tracy is here today, CVS Roger. And so we're trying to help you understand who's calling in from where. All right. So to get started today with our first company, I would like to introduce you to Christina DiMarino, sorry about that, Christina. And she is the Director of Talent Acquisition. So you're up, Christina.
So it's actually DiMartino, the T is missing.
Hey, I had it right the first time.
There you go. So Christina DiMartino with Voya. So thank you so much for having me here. And to the mayor, we're super excited to eventually get into our brand new building as soon as COVID is over, I suppose. So I'd like to go over, just a few highlights about Voya. If you don't know who we are, some of the opportunities that we have. So Voya is, we have 6,000 employees nationwide, currently 13.8 million customers, and $7.5 billion in revenues were reported in 2019. Next slide, please. So Voya is made up of 3 business segments, and our business segments consist of retirement services, which makes up 61% of our business. Employee benefits is primarily located in Minneapolis, which represents 21% of our business, and investment management is 18%. Investment management actually has an office in Scottsdale, so you may have heard of Voya's name in Arizona before we did come to bring in the call center in the Chandler location. So year over year, Voya receives multiple industry awards. Voya is one of 132 companies recognized by Ethisphere as the world's most ethical company for 7 years running. Very proud of that. In 2019, we received the Working Mothers 100 Best Companies. Great Places to Work is another one that we get year after year, and that's feedback received from 2,300 employees. I would like to take the opportunity at this time just to share you a little bit about Voya's culture, which is why we get Great Places to Work award. So I've been with Voya now for about 6 years. I do believe that we have probably one of the most amazing cultures out there for a Fortune 500 company. We can attribute that to our CEO, Rod Martin, absolutely fabulous human being. I've had the opportunity on a couple of different occasions to meet with Rod. He is a genuine, authentic, kind human being, surrounds himself with a senior leadership team with very similar characteristics, which in my opinion lays the foundation for a positive, collaborative, and very entrepreneurial spirited environment. Voya's recent response to the pandemic and the racial and civil unrest that has recently erupted around us has just further demonstrated the character of this organization, and I am super proud to say that I work at Voya Financial. Next slide, please. So some of the benefits of our organization that we offer is that we have very competitive pay. For our call center employees, we offer a STAR program, which is extra money that you can earn on a quarterly basis. We offer medical, dental, vision. All of our benefits, including the 401k contribution, is available on your first day that you start. There's no waiting period. Voya also offers a pension plan, which most companies have done away with. Our pension plan is 4% of your base salary, and you're fully vested after just 3 short years. We offer 20 days of all-encompassing paid time off. That is prorated based on a start date. And one of the other things that I think is very unique to Voya is that we offer all of our employees 40 hours a year to volunteer. So if you have a favorite charity, you get 40 hours a year to contribute to a charity. So currently, you can go to the next slide, please. So currently we're hiring for a customer contact center. So back in October of 2018, when Voya made the commitment to the Metro Phoenix area, we committed to bringing in about 1,000 jobs over the next several years. So we are hiring right now for an August 31st training class. So we just filled our July 13th class, I was proud to say. We typically hire every month for call center. We do have many other opportunities as well. You can go out to the Voya career site to see all of the jobs that we have in the Arizona marketplace. But what you can expect is 5 to 8 weeks of paid training. Our call center classes are Monday through Friday only. There's no weekends. You get classroom and on-the-job training. PTO, we do ask that you don't take PTO in the first, I think it's 60 days of employment just to get you through the training. You have an 8-hour shift. You can see what the time frames are, anywhere between 7 and 8 p.m. Arizona time. Okay, and next slide, please. So if you're interested in learning more about Voya in general, our awards, recognitions, and many of the fabulous things that we do in the community, please visit voya.com. You can go to our career section. There's a place where you can search full-time or part-time. Most of our positions are full-time, but you also can search by category. You can search by location. So looking forward to meeting everybody in the breakout room, and thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, Christina. Thanks for kicking us off today. Well done. All right, great jobs there. We're excited to have Voya and Chandler. So now we're going to have State of Arizona speak and talk about the positions they have available. So Ed Schomer is the HR recruiter. He's specifically with the Division of Developmental Disabilities. So welcome, Ed.
Good morning, everyone. I am so happy for everyone to be here. This is a great opportunity to work for the state of Arizona. The Division of Developmental Disabilities is part of the Department of Economic Security. A little history there, you can see from 1972 to 2017, with the pandemic that is happening right now, that number has grown significantly of how many Arizonans we are assisting today, and why not become part of that team to help all of our Arizonans potential throughout their temporary assistance and those of need and care for the vulnerable. That is one of our missions, that we want to make sure that we are assisting every Arizonan. Next slide, please. So within the Department of Economic Security, there are 5 divisions. Even though that we have 5 divisions, there are so many programs within each division. So the state loves to use acronyms along with other agencies, and, you know, coming from a different agency from a private sector to now being 5 years with the state, some of the acronyms don't mean the same. So we've tried to get you into the state lingo. But to give you a little breakdown of each division, DAS, which is the Division of Aging and Adult Services, you can see that they are assisting adult protective services, family caregiver support program, the nutritionist services, and then the aging and disability services. That's just to name a few. There's also a refugee program that's underneath DAS. And then, you know, you can go to our website to look at all of our programs within that. If you could go back to that slide, please. And then you can see that there's Division of Benefits, medical eligibility, food stamps, cash assistance, health insurance, the DCSS, which is the Division of Child Support Services. You can see that there's modification enforcement, the child support order, and, you know, the parents locating in state, out of country, you know, out of city, etc. There's the DERS, which is the Division of Employment and Rehabilitation Services. Everyone thinks that it's just about employment, job training, assisting veterans. There's also a child care administration program that's within DERS. The other program that I hold close to my heart is the Division of Developmental Disabilities. We have over 40,000 members within the state of Arizona that either have a diagnosis of autism, cerebral palsy, epilepsy, intellectual disability, and we assist those from birth to earth. So whatever age that may be, we are here to assist any kind of assistance if you qualify and eligible for the Division of Developmental Disabilities. Next slide, please. So some of our DES values that I really truly live through and by, teamwork. There's never an I in a team. You know, you hear that over and over. We need everyone and just to put their best foot forward and work things out as a team. You get the best potential for all of us Arizonans when you work for a team and respect each other. I think that there, you know, with what's going on right now, we're losing that respect. We need to have that respect. And at the state of Arizona, we are respecting everyone and anyone. So we would love to make sure that you come in on a respectful teamwork with a very diverse team. Next slide. So we always talk about why not work for the state of Arizona for the benefits. You know, everyone's like, oh, when I was younger, I was looking for jobs that were always about the big dollar. Well, let me just tell you, I should have listened a long time ago. As we always say, listen to your parents because they have the best knowledge. I should have started work with the state when I first moved to the state of Arizona over 20 years because I would be on my retirement right now. And then I would go do whatever I wanted to do. And then I'd come back for the state and work for another retirement plan. So you have all of your insurance plans, your long-term care, your life insurance, etc. The other great thing about it is that you have 10 holidays automatically. You have 12 sick days, 13 vacation. Those are separated. So right there, you have 35 days off a year. Who wouldn't like to take the month of February off with the first week of March? But that increases also on your vacation after 3 years, after 8 years, and after 9. So after 9 years, you're getting 21 days of vacation time. So retirement, we have a pension plan. You also have a opportunity to only to the state employees. So you've now got a retirement plan and also a retirement that's offered through the state for only state employees. So when I say state employees, that can be county and city employees too. It's through the Arizona State Retirement System. Next slide, please. Let's go to the next slide and then we'll come back to this slide. So here are just a little piece of how many positions we have available. We've identified East Valley at the top of the screen. And then, of course, with everyone that's on this great opportunity for employment, I've added Phoenix, but come to our breakout room so I could tell you more about what's offered throughout the state. Remember, we are assisting those looking for employment throughout the whole state of Arizona. But we would love for people to, look in Casa Grande, Chandler, Coolidge, nurses, case management, direct support, our frontline employees, our direct support caregivers are also getting an additional $200 stipend each week right now. So if you want to learn more, come up to my breakout room. Could you go back to that other slide, please? So this is just a little screenshot of how you go on to azstatejobs.gov, azstatejobs.gov. You will go on and click on what it will say is jobs positions. You're going to go into the screen and look at all of the state jobs. It will bring up every single one of them in every department. I know I'm representing the department or the Division of Developmental Disabilities within the Department of Economic Security, but there's many departments in this state. So please look at all of those state opportunities. If you see a job, there's a job ID number. The other part of it is you want to make sure that you're looking at the close date. It may be open for a month, it may be open for just a few days. So pay attention, apply then, update your resume to reflect the job you are applying for, because not all of our resumes are going to be significant to that job that you're applying for. Okay, next slide, please. Next slide. There is my contact information. Reach out to me by all means. Phone, email is great. I will respond. I will direct you to the appropriate division, the appropriate HR analyst, you name it. But if you want to know more about the Department of Economic Security, the state of Arizona, and the Division of Developmental Disabilities, I look forward to seeing you and chatting with you in our breakout room. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ed. We love having you here. Appreciate it. All right, we are going to move right along to introduce Jessica Crabtree. She is a recruiter with Liberty Mutual. Welcome, Jessica.
Thank you so much for the opportunity to speak with everybody today. I am just always thrilled at an opportunity to speak about Liberty Mutual. They definitely changed my life, and I know it is a game-changing opportunity. So wanted to talk first about really the culture of Liberty. As I reflected last night on really what that means, I wanted to put it into one word, and the word that came to my mind was investment. This company will invest in your training